Hey there, everybody. Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to the Honorable Mentions episode of favorite albums. Sorry, albums that are 40 years old in 2022. I get the olds, but that's okay. So if you're ready, we've got a whole smorgasbord of stuff that didn't quite make my cut of the top 28, but I do love or like all these quite a bit. And again, I'm not mentioning every single album that I kind of dig from 1982. So if there's something that you don't hear that you really like, doesn't necessarily mean I don't like it, or maybe I don't. But you can't mention everything, right? So I'm going to try and get to as many as I can. So I'm just going to I'm not showing stuff here today. I'm just kind of listing some of my favorites that didn't make the cut. Starting off with, this was originally on my top 28 and then got kind of booted as I started doing more research and looking at the overall list. But Jean-Luc Ponty's Mystical Adventures, the great French jazz fusion violinist. We've got XTC, English Settlement. Great, cool little album there. Swing to the Right by Todd Rundgren's Utopia. Magnum, great UK band. Chase the Dragon. How about Gamma? Gamma 3, Ronnie Montrose's great band there. UFO Mechanics. Van Halen, Diver Down. All right. Not a huge fan of Diver Down, but it's one of those albums where the 3 or 4 songs I really like a lot. The rest I'm not crazy about, but those 3 or 4 songs are really good. Got to be on here somewhere. Iron Fist by Motorhead. That also just missed the cut here on here. Great album. Paul McCartney, Tug of War. Really good album from Paul. Rory Gallagher's Jinx. Frank Zappa, Ship Arriving Too Late to Save a Drowning Witch. Camel, The Single Factor. How about 2 from Hawkwind, Church of Hawkwind and Choose Your Masks. Both really strong albums. Roxy Music, Avalon. Kansas, Vinyl Confessions. First album with Mr. John Elefante on vocals replacing Steve Walsh. Genesis 3 Sides Live, really good live album, especially like the older stuff on there. Heart Private Audition, very underrated Heart album, I think. Survivor, Eye of the Tiger, great AOR/hard rock album. Another one that just missed out on my top 28, King Crimson Beat. Beat also kind of underrated. I don't like it as much as Discipline, but good album. Fleetwood Mac, Mirage. All right, nice comeback for me from the that kind of crazy Tusk album, which I'm not a big fan of, but I think Mirage was a really step back in a nice direction. All the Best Cowboys Have Chinese Eyes from Pete Townsend, great solo album there. Daylight Again from Crosby, Stills and Nash. Pictures at 11 from Robert Plant, another really good album. Alan Parsons Project, Eye in the Sky, like that one a lot. REO Speedwagon, Good Trouble. Ted Nugent, the Nugent album. Not a perfect album, not a great album, but I think it's pretty damn solid. I always kind of like that. Billy Squier, Emotions in Motion. How about Vacation by the Go-Go's? That's just a great kind of like new wave pop album. Just a slice of sugary California pop. I always thought the Go-Go's were a lot of fun. Here's one that, I don't mind this album. I'm not a huge fan of it, but I don't mind it. Alice Cooper's Zipper Catches Skin. It's from that period that I have a weird relationship with in his career, but, here's one that a lot of you were calling and surprised that I did not have in my top 28, but Hughes Thrall, self-titled. I like it. Don't love it. I like it, though. Good, strong stuff. Tigers of Pantang, The Cage, a little bit of new wave of British heavy metal there. Good album. Golden Earring, Cut. Manila Road, Metal. Underrated album in their catalog. Rockin' a Hard Place by Aerosmith. I'm a fan. I like that album. Bad Company, Rough Diamonds. Santana, Shango. Demon, The Unexpected Guest, another new wave of British heavy metal entrant here. We got, I'm not a huge fan of this band, but I do like this album. Twisted Sisters, Under the Blade. Another one that just missed the 28 cut. Dire Straits, Love Over Gold. Fantastic album from them. Really like that a lot. Billy Joel, The Nylon Curtain. Big fan of that as well. Another really underrated album from another underrated album in general, but from this band definitely. Jefferson Starship's Winds of Change. Really good album from them. Another new wave of British heavy metal entrant, also just barely missing the cut. Diamond Head's Borrowed Time. How about Prince, 1999? Pat Travers, Black Pearl. Kim Mitchell, self-titled. Dig that a lot. Supertramp, Famous Last Words. Another one that has enough good stuff going for it that I like it and I really love this band. It's not one of their best, but it's still solid. Wishbone Ash, Twin Barrels Burning. Another one that just missed the cut here, Led Zeppelin, Coda. Ozzy, Speak of the Devil, live album. Gotta mention Michael Jackson's Thriller, right? I dig Thriller. Thriller's great. It's good stuff on there. What else? Budgie, Deliver Us from Evil. Another one that just missed the cut. Venom, Black Metal. Robin Trower and Jack Bruce, Truce. I like their BLT album much better, but Truce is pretty good as well. Power Play by April Wine. What else we got here? Dixie Dregs, Industry Standard. Aldo Nova, self-titled, debut album. Love that. Pagan Altar, Judgment of the Dead. Kind of new wave of British heavy metal doom band, right? Witchfinder General, Death Penalty. Another new wave of British heavy metal doom band. Riot, Restless Breed. Pat Metheny, Off Ramp. Really cool, interesting, different album from the great jazz guitarist. Alan Holdsworth, my last pick here. Alan Holdsworth, IOU. Also, that one also kind of just missed my top 28. So there you have it. A whole bunch of honorable mentions here as we kind of look back and finish out the year 1982. But stay tuned because tomorrow we're moving right into 1992. So we're doing our favorite 31 albums from 1992. All right. So, 30 years celebrating. I don't even know what I'm saying here. 30 years old. What do we call this show? Albums that are 30 years old in albums that are 30 years old in 2022. Holy moly, guys. This is, see what happens when you record really early in the morning, which is generally what I do. Your mind, your vocal cords, things are just not processing like they should. So I think I generally, and even I'm a morning person. I like to get up early, get started my day, but I think my body's not fully functioning for about 2 hours. And I'm not a caffeine guy, so I don't do any of that kind of stuff. But I find like if I'm doing too much talking early in the morning, everything just doesn't compute. So yeah, albums that are 30 years old in 2022 starts tomorrow as we look back on our 31 favorites from 1992. That's what I wanted to say. All right, it took me a couple times. Thanks for bearing with me because I got the olds. It happens, right? 56 years old. Nothing I could do about it. So, but thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already and click on that notification bell. And make sure you check out our merch page. Link is below. If you want to make a channel donation, we've got the link to our Ko-Fi page. Help us buy more stuff to show and tell here. And otherwise, this great Monsters Den shirt is available if you're a fan of the Monsters Den show here on the channel. We've also got a cool brand new Sea of Tranquility, kind of prog-related, spacey type of shirt as well. Brand new, 2 new shirts that are in the merch page, which is located below. So thanks for watching, everybody, and for sticking through this entire month. We've had good views on every single episode. You guys seem to really enjoy these kind of look back on albums by years. So and I know the 90s is kind of controversial for some. For those of you who are such huge fans of 70s albums and music, probably are like not really all that interested in what I'm going to be showing in the 90s. But stay with me because it's like the 90s was great for more underground, unknown stuff. A lot of my picks for 1992 are going to be off the beaten path stuff, right? So if you're thinking I'm, going to talk about grunge and hip hop and alternative and all that mainstream sappy pop stuff, a lot of really good metal and fusion and prog and hard rock stuff that kind of fell a little under the radar in the early 90s and specifically 92. So stay tuned. You might find some stuff that you've never heard before that you might be interested in checking out. So don't just not watch the 92, look back on 92 because of whatever notion you have of music in the 90s, because I think you'll find a lot of stuff is actually pretty damn good. Just you had to search for it, right? So that's coming up starting tomorrow, each and every day throughout the month of March. So I am Pete Pardo. Thanks for watching, everybody. Tune in tonight for the Hudson Valley Squares. And as we finish out our album wars from 1982, and it'll be Manowar going up against Raven. So stay tuned for that. And we'll see you tomorrow in the Prog seat. And, of course, back here first thing in the morning for albums that are 30 years old in 2022, looking back on 1992. So I am Pete Pardo. See you then. Take care. Bye-bye.